Hello there viewer, have you ever wanted to know what rides are at ALTON Towers, what the history is behind the park, fun facts, or even what the best advice is for your first/next trip? Well, that's perfect, as that's most definitely not my problem. The history of ALTON Towers dates back as far as 1000 BC during the Iron Age, where the land was used as some sort of fort, which was then owned by a king, as well as being overthrown by a crusader at some point. I'm not really sure either. After landing under the ownership of this chap, the Earl of Shrewsbury, the land underwent some major changes, bringing in the gardens, buildings, decorations, and a brand new RMC. Inside of the towers themselves, as well as being home to multiple horror mazes for the park's annual Scarefest event, you can ride Hex, in which you can learn about an old local legend of the chained oak tree, all whilst experiencing what it will feel like to be in a washing machine. As you step out of your Dacia Sandero, you'll notice that you have either the option of A, walking for 1.2 miles, or B, waiting in line for 60 minutes to get on a monorail, just to get to the actual entrance of the park, which is very conveniently not located by the car park. I'll take option C please. Once you have eventually arrived and realise you're already halfway through your day, you'll be greeted by the blue and golden track of the dismantled 1980 Wickerman coaster Corkscrew. Fun fact, this was the ride that not only put ALTON on the map forever, but actually gave the title of theme park to ALTON Towers. The Blackhole was another ride formerly at the park, opening in 1983 and closing in 2005. It was located in X sector, where the coaster was sheltered in the darkness by a large tent. ThunderLooper was another thrill coaster at the park, opening in 1990 with it being Schwarzkopf's first launch shuttle loop coaster, but had to close in 1996 due to new planning restrictions the park was given, meaning they couldn't have anything taller than the height of the trees. So it seemed ALTON Towers would have to come up with some new ideas if they wanted to stay in the competition. Nemesis, opening in 1994 in the Forbidden Valley, is a terrain-hugging inverted coaster manufactured by B&M. This ride is often stated as a top-tier bucket list coaster, with its intense layout and terraforming bringing in some of the most unique elements seen on a ride to this day. Whether it's that corkscrew over the ravine, the vertical loop over the bloodstained river, or each and every bank turn against the rockwork, this coaster has something for everyone. Oblivion, opening in 1998, is the world's first vertical drop coaster or dive coaster, as long as you forget that it's not actually vertical. Designed once again by B&M, you basically go up the lift hill and then go down. Pretty simple. Air opened in 2002, a flying coaster designed once again by B&M. It was rethemed back in 2016 to Galactica, where they added the Ends portal and virtual reality. Yeah, that didn't last long. Rita. '13 opened in 2010, a great junior coaster with a drop track and reverse section to still keep quite a thrilling experience for younger riders. Located in the Dark Forest next to Rita, it was manufactured by Oh, okay. The Smiler, opening in 2013 and manufactured by Gerstlauer, holds the world record for most inversions, containing 14. It's an infinity coaster with a standard lift hill plus a vertical lift hill, as well as a short dark section at the beginning, and plenty of creepy theming and music. Wickerman is the final instalment of the park as of now, opening in 2018 as a GCI wooden coaster to feature fire effects and a giant Minecraft villager as a centerpiece. There's also Spinball Whizzer, Blade, Enterprise, Jewel, and many more junior rides in either CBeebies World or the world of David Walliams. You're a bit of a knob! ALTON Towers really does have a good lineup when it comes to memorable coasters, so if you want to get on everything during your stay, here's a few tips of advice to get as much out of your day as possible. If you are planning a trip, I'd firstly recommend to not book it on a holiday break if you can do so, but if not, then be sure to avoid Saturday at all costs, with Sunday usually slightly less busy, and of course the weekdays being even better. Get to the park before opening hours. It will allow you to queue into the car park, for the monorail, and at the ticket booths. That's 3 queues that you would need to wait through before even getting into the park itself. Booking online is cheaper and will save a lot of time you will spend at the ticket booth. Now that you're in the park, it's all good, right? No. Now I know that 20-minute queue for Wickerman is looking real tempting, but if you want to pack as many rides in the day as possible, make sure to do 2 things. Go to the back of the park first. It sounds weird, I know, but by doing so you'll be in the front of all the large crowds piling into the rides at the front. Also, remember to plan your rides in advance. This is another one which sounds weird, but trust me, if you get to the park without a general idea of what rides you want to ride and how far they are from each other, you will end up walking miles and wasting hours. ALTON Towers is big, and it will take a lot of walking to get from A to B. Remember, there are also restaurants in the park, but sometimes these also have long queues, so it might not be a bad idea to bring your own lunch. Okay, so that just about sums up everything you need to know about Alton Towers. If you're interested in learning more about theme parks across the globe in only 5 minutes, as well as other park videos from the UK, then subscribing would be greatly appreciated. Thanks gamers, and remember,
like, comment,